and welcome to a brief overview of Google Scholar, how to use it, and how to link its results to the Shoreline Community College Library for efficient access to free and full texts of the resources that you might find here. Google Scholar is a great tool to add to your research strategies when looking for peer-reviewed academic articles, scholarly journals, or other academic literature. Google Scholar is different than a regular Google search because of how it limits your results to just these types of documents, and also because it includes some additional advanced tools to help you in your research. Before we start searching though, we're going to look at a few quick steps that allows you to link your Google Scholar results to the current collections and database subscriptions that Shoreline's library already has direct access to, and to help you avoid getting stuck behind paywalls during your search. So we're going to navigate over to this left side corner, click on this three-line menu, which opens up and then allows us to scroll down to settings at the bottom. This menu here allows for other search customizations, but we're going to specifically use the settings to bring us to this library links option in that left side menu. And from here, we're going to search for our institution, Shoreline Community College, and see these three options that we get to link. I'm going to select all three of them to let Google know that I have access to these subscriptions, and I'm going to make sure to press save. Usually you only need to do this once through your browser, but it's also useful to sometimes double check and make sure that your library links are still active. So a Google Scholar search works similarly to a regular Google search in that I can just enter some of my keywords all in succession, and they don't need to be organized necessarily by Boolean operators like and or. And today I'm going to search for something that I want to learn more about, which is public health information related to the impact of fluoride in water. So I'm just going to type that in exactly. And what you all can see is that similar to a regular Google search, I'm going to get some auto-completed options where they might help me adjust and add to my terms as my topic develops. So things like the impact on teeth, specifically peer-reviewed studies, samples, specific geographical areas, and that's going to allow me to get some ideas about how I can evolve my search. But I'm just going to start off with this as my starting point. And you can see we get over 1 million results, which is almost too many to be helpful. We can narrow them down further using filters. Like I'll select for the most current articles to my left for opting for the Since 2024 filter. And now I'm down to about 18,000 results of more relevant articles. And what you can see right away is that many results have next to them an immediate full text and free access point to the article. So for example, let's look at this one, Systematic Review of Epidemiological and Toxicological Evidence on Health Effects of Fluoride in Drinking Water from 2024. So this first one is going to send us directly to the academic article as it's published in its original journal. There's a couple different ways that we can access this article from the journal's website, but we can also see this PDF, and that without even navigating through the academic journal, we're able to get directly to a PDF that we can save, download, or even print. Some of the most useful Google Scholar tools, though, are the ones listed under each result. For example, I can auto-generate a citation that I can select, say, APA, and I can use this as a basis for the citation that I'll generate and use in my own writing when I refer to this article. Anything you're auto-generating or any automated content, you'll always want to double check it for accuracy, but this can be a good starting point. I can also see who cited the article since it's been published. which is a great way. So these 36 results are all places where this article has been cited or referred to since its publication, and it's a great way for me to see similar research and see how this original article is part of an evolving and ongoing scholarly conversation. And I can see related articles of what might be coming next in my research. You'll also see that we can get down to some results that don't have a PDF access next to it, and usually this means that even when linked to our library's resources, it's likely not something that we subscribe to or can easily read for free in full text. We may be able to see the abstract and get some useful information there about different kinds of related research you might be able to look at. But unfortunately, if the full text is a little hard to access, one thing that's really useful is this Related Articles tab. That's going to show us about 100 related articles that we might be able to use instead, many of which we have full access to through these different PDFs and journals. So Google Scholar has a lot of pros and cons. It won't necessarily show us everything that the library can access, and it can allow for fewer specific search filters than many of the database search interfaces that we have through the library. But if you're getting started in your research and want to explore an overview of resources available on your topic, or if you're hitting some dead ends, it can help to have Google Scholar searching across our individual databases simultaneously. If you have any questions about Google Scholar or other research strategies, please check in with us at the library. You can ask a librarian at the Research Help Desk, send us an email, or make a librarian appointment. Good luck searching.